Ideally, for a current amplifier, the input resistance should be 0. See, in the voltage case, it was infinity, but here it has to be 0, because only when the input impedance is 0, the maximum current will flow. And the output resistance R0 should be infinity. Only when R0 is infinity, the maximum current will flow through your load. You will not have current flowing through R0 at all. Okay, so the conditions you see, they'll be completely opposite for current amplifier, because you have current source parallel to a resistance. So in practice, you cannot expect Ri to be 0 and R0 to be infinity. But in practice, you fix that Ri should be very, very smaller than Rs, and R0 should be very, very small, larger than RL. So in practice, we put these two conditions. But in theoretical way, my input resistance should be 0 and output resistance should be R0 for current amplifier. We don't think this should be always fixed. This Ri and R0 conditions will be keeping on changing depending on the types of amplifier. So far, we have seen two types of amplifier: voltage amplifier and current amplifier. In that itself, you see how the parameters are contrastingly varying. Okay, R0, Ra, everything is contrastingly varying in the two types of amplifier itself. So see, everything depends on what amplifier, what is the equation, what is the diagram. Only when you draw the diagram, circuit diagram, you can clearly say how the circuit is going to behave, what is the condition on all the resistance values. Otherwise, you cannot clearly come to a conclusion. Any doubts in current amplifier? Anybody is having doubts in drawing the current amplifier and deriving the conditions for current amplifier? Any queries, please ask.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, Ri and R0 are the resistance values of the amplifier, no, sir?
Ra and R0 are not physically, you cannot see them, but they are there because of the amplifier. You can only measure the values for Ra and R0. You will not physically find a resistance when you put the amplifier there.
Okay, sir. Got it.
What you add externally, RS and RL, you can physically see. RI and R0 are present inherently inside the amplifier, which can be measured alone. They cannot be physically seen. Okay. But we represent in this circuit to tell that there is an amplifier in this circuit. For that only we draw resistance, but this resistance Ri and R0 cannot be physically seen in a circuit diagram.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Any other queries you have? See, again, I say these circuit diagrams, if you start memorizing, how many circuit diagrams you will memorize? You will not have memory in your brain for storing all the circuit diagrams. So everything is logic. One lead point you get from that, how we are going to develop things, that is going to be this feedback amplifier. If you study this feedback amplifier unit thoroughly, the circuit synthesis skills you will develop a lot, which will be very much helpful for your analytical thinking, because you are using your creativity and drawing the circuit just with one equation, right? How great is that? See, one equation, if you know, you can draw the complete circuit. So when you do these types of circuit synthesis type of learning, you incorporate into your syllabus, that is going to improve your thinking also. You will start thinking differently. You will start thinking creative. Analyzing circuits will become very easy if you start synthesizing circuits.